Shadow Show.
Okay, okay, you already know if it's Thursday, it's the Grim and Shadow Show. Let's see what we got on the roll call. We got Strip for some. Herrera Holland, one. Thank OG Official. I say that right. Trip Fox, Trip FOX. SPN fan page 2424. I see you. What up with it, man? We got to see who. Alert 08. I see you just joined. What is it, man? I see you all the way from San Antonio. What up, stripper? Brandon. What's up, Brandico? In Grando Park. What is it? Shadow. Shadow's in the building. Hold on, man. We got to get Shadow in here because Shadow, he gets mad if you don't get him in quick. I hope I can see his face. Hold on. Hold up. Gotta accept him and everything. Kiana Bowie, what's up? You in the roll call? Did I say that? H. Bowie? I don't know. D-Town 713. What is it? You in the roll call on the Grim and Shadow Show. And you know it. You know, I'm the worst freestyler ever, man. Hold on. Shadow, you ain't came in yet? Come on, Shadow. Get in there. If you don't know, man, it's the Grim and Shadow Show every Thursday. Check us out, man. Don Guzman 20 just joined us, man. You already know it's the Grim and Shadow Show gas game. What's up? What's up? What's up, Kiana? Did I say that right? Kiana? We got questions rolling in already. We got questions all night for 1 hour. Get in there. Two rots of rest. What is it? I see you just joined. Let's see. Shadow. Shadow, you trying to get in there, man? I ain't got no requests. See if I can get Shadow again. Go live. Mario W86. What is it, man? Shadow's in here. You see it? There he is. What is that, Shadow? You all right, Shadow?
Yeah, what y'all doing?
El Gallo Negro. El Gallo Negro is in here. Straight hunted. Brown Recruit. Did it say the Brown Recruit? Hold on, I gotta see this. Who we got in here? Insta Blues. Junior Torres, 82771 OTL P88. That's that gas gang. Stan the man. Animal is in here. My boy Brandon. Risa 81. El Gallo Negro. Houston H2X02. Jason 432. Another gas gang. Brown Recluse 254. Wait, Brown 254 Recluse. Hey, all right. I see you, one. Jacob Torres. What's up, Shadow? What's up, my man?
What's up, Grimmy?
What's up, man?
Man, just getting off work, man. Been working on the 30th anniversary of the Grim and Shadow. Grim and the Southeast Latin sector making them out of workshopping.
Oh,
And I've been
really?
listening to it all day. Mark Kidney, shout out to Mark Kidney, man. He's, been mixing it for a while.
Shadow,
And we're dumping songs for mastering.
man. I already know. I was listening to half of it. I missed the session yesterday, but hey, soccer, bro. Soccer, man, and family life. I'll be honest, man. I love the
Family
game. I love
first.
music and all that, but man, I'll take soccer over it any day right now because those moments don't last forever. Hey, man. Somebody said, "Do you know
Family first.
Cooney? You know Cooney or Connie? I think he said means Connie. I'm guessing. Julio G Radio. Don't tell me that's Julio G. Julio G, man. Let me find out that's Julio G.
That's him. That's Julio G. It says Julio G right there, bro.
I see that,
Just
man.
found
I see it says Julio G, but is it the Julio G that I know? J Gomez
Damn.
ATX. I see you. I mean, man, you know what I'm saying. Uh, man, we got questions coming in. Shadow, they questions coming in. We got a couple, a few than a couple. questions. Are you ready to answer some questions? DJ Koolaid just joined, man. Come on,
What's up,
we
Koolaid?
got to get Koolaid in
Uh,
here. That's an OG in the world.
o-
They were talking about what's your boy talking about?
OCLP.
OG, what's Texas Legends? They should
OCLP said I look tired as shit,
look.
bro.
Shadow, they always
Man, I've
talk
been
about
working,
Texas
bro.
legends, right? But they talk about rappers or sing or what. Why don't they regard the DJs? Huh? That's a that's a
Bro,
that's a OG right there. Kool-Aid, X-Ray.
Kool-Aid.
Who look? Hold on,
Choppahollixx.
hold on. We're gonna bring Kool-Aid in. We gonna because Shadow's not a DJ. He's just I don't even call him a producer. He just makes music. I'm gonna see if Kool-Aid can jump in. About to jump in real quick. Get
What's
y'all
up,
questions in,
Kool-Aid?
man. This is what we do. We answer questions. So I'm gonna start taking oh, that's right. I forgot. OCLP 88 said DJ Filetto. That's a legend right there. Right there in that bubble right there. You see that on the bottom of Shadows?
Over there
Down,
by
Shadow, find
Kool-Aid.
it. Shadow, find it. Shadow, come on, man, dude.
It's
Hey,
over
damn,
there
man.
by Kool-Aid.
Man, that weed infused
Paul,
on my nails. What?
what's been up, Kool-Aid?
What's up?
What,
Hey, man,
man? I
Hold on,
can't
I'm
see
trying to
him, man.
share
I
this
can't
on my
see
Facebook.
Kool-Aid.
Hold on.
Shadow, you can see him?
hey, you know what? I wanted to ask you a question, Kool-Aid. Like, do you remember the night that we broke that song Hot So Hot? Do you remember? Was where were you DJing at Club AM?
Hold on. Give me one second. Sorry, I was sharing your show on my Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Club AM.
it was Club AM. Okay, okay. What
Was
do
it
you
D
remember if it
Lurk
was
or
on
anything?
on a Wednesday? Was it on a Wednesday night or?
I want to say it was on a Thursday
Okay, it could have been a Thursday.
because yeah, they were open at one time. They were open Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday, but it wasn't really that popping on Sunday.
All right, I'm just because I've been telling because people ask me about the song, right? And I always tell
Hold
them, I
on.
said, man, I'm gonna tell you,
No, I'm
it
sorry.
it was
Thursday
Wednesday.
one night's pack as the weekend, so it had to be on a Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Okay, okay. But
And
you remember that night, right? You remember because oh man, people ask me about that, and I said, man, look,
Tun, 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 tun.
DJ freaking listen to. I remember you listened to it in the headphones first
Yeah, I mean,
before
I
you.
had to see it was a quality song. I'm not gonna play no whack ass music. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Carlos didn't have. I'm not gonna say nothing, but
nah,
hey,
but before then, right? He didn't have a dance song. He didn't have like a,
he
a
didn't
lot.
have a lot of club hits.
Right.
right.
But everything
Right.
turned into a club hit, no matter what song it was.
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn. Okay. So I was trying to figure out what night it was because somebody had asked me. You remember when I said I know it was Club AM and I know it was after hours and it was
I,
DJ
I
Kool-Aid.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Kool-Aid. Uh,
Thank you, Kool-Aid.
hey, I got
You're
a
welcome.
question. So, what was your? What I know you've done many shows, man. If y'all don't know, all the viewers, Gas Gang, this is DJ Kool-Aid, iconic DJ back in the. We're talking about
Choppahollixx.
when everything was breaking wide open. What radio station were you DJing at, Kool-Aid?
Say that
First,
again.
Which radio stations were you DJing at?
41 to 49. That was the only station I ever been with.
Okay, okay,
I was
okay,
there for about
okay.
maybe 13, 14 years. I know I did almost 2 years of working there for free to try to push the station to where it got.
right.
Oh,
There was no budget at the beginning, so a lot of us were DJing for free and stuff like that, helping out. It was
Yeah.
right,
like the neighborhood station.
Right.
right, right.
Right. And it
So,
was
And
it was
and
cool. There was Chicanos, it was Mexicanos, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, of course, you and Overdose. I remember Penetrate. Who were some of the of course, homie Marco was he program director? What? How
yeah,
did
he
that
was in
work?
homie was in charge of it. At that time, we're DJing in the closet. I didn't come until later, so
I
I
remember.
wasn't
I remember.
really one of the originals. It was Overdose and Cracker Nuts.
Cracker Nuts.
Cracking nuts.
Yeah, Overdose and Cracking Us, but Overdose because he was doing production also,
Okay.
Right.
and then all of us just fell into place, being guest DJs or just helping out. That's what I'm saying. It was a
Right.
neighborhood station
Right.
helping
Now,
homie out
which
because
one
he
was
knew all of
first?
us from the clubs, and it
Kind
was
of like
basically
KNON
all the
over
hottest
up here in
DJs.
Dallas. I'm sorry. Not, I don't mean to cut you off. But kind of like the KNON DJs up here in Dallas. They had their little place. Y'all had that place, but I remember going like literally, like you were saying, it was a closet, bro. It was a little bitty. I think only one person
Yeah.
could fit in that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was basically a closet,
That's crazy. I
So
remember that shit.
I remember
and
one
then
double
we
point
used to run the
seven.
wire
Go ahead.
to the production room where it was Overdose's production room when he was working production,
Right.
and that's where the setup was, and that's how we used to get down. But technically, I never really DJ when it was the closet. I came after
Okay.
Okay.
when we got the bigger signal, 104.9.
Right. Right. Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
one double O point seven. One double O
No,
seven.
I'm sorry. At first it was yeah, at first it was 100.7.
Right.
Then it turned into 100.7 party, I think. It
Yeah.
was so long ago.
House
I
party.
forget.
It was so long ago,
House
exactly.
party.
Then it was 104.9 at the house party, right?
No, 100.7 house party. And then it was party 104.9.
Party 104.9. There you go. And
Yeah.
I've always gotten that all mixed up. And so it was 1007 house party first, and then it was party 104.9.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when we
Okay.
got the signal 104.9.
And we were so fortunate for y'all DJs, man, and y'all were just putting in all that work because, it helped us as Latino artists get a break on radio other than, 97.9
I mean,
or,
y'all were breaking.
any other. We didn't have anything else, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all were
Yeah.
breaking Mexicans. Y'all were breaking Mexicans out. Y'all not only Carlos. You're talking about ooh, come on,
Oh
nasty.
yeah.
Man, y'all were breaking
Lifestyle.
out Pancho V and all them.
K on the way with Low G and
Y'all were
Rashito on
making
that
these
way.
guys, hood famous, man, and of course they broke them over, into better things, obviously as time went on, and really it was all y'all's help. Hey, I gotta ask you, no matter who, what artist, whatever, throughout the time, what was your favorite or best memory of any show that you did or DJing wise, being a being a part of?
Man.
There's a lot of them. I know it's a lot of them.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Carmonas with that one Carmona with SPM was off the chain
Okay.
Yeah, it was
when he was
big.
the headliner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do like, I remember when, I think it was Magnificos when the box had full rights of that show, you
Yeah.
know, the
Okay.
setup inside and all that. But then I think the following year, I don't know what happened, and we ended up being on that side. And that was that was a good show.
Man, because like 15, I think like 10 to 15,000 people would fit in that circle that was right there, that main circle that was at the, which is now the NRG arena, but it used to be the Astro Arena, remember?
Mhm.
And that circle would hold about 12,000, comfortably just in that circle. And then you had those different hallways that would go different ways.
Yeah.
And Carlos started doing, his stages
All
at
right,
the end of the hallways.
man. Those
But
were
I
the
Yeah,
do
but for
remember.
so many years, Magnificos was the box, and the Carmona was a house party 104.9, whatever,
right, right.
you know. But then, almost like at the end, is when they were having conflicts with Carmona, and they went to party for the Magnificos.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Which was
And
actually
those are
crazy. It was
huge
actually crazy because it's the same family originally, but the way it's split up as far as the card shows. Hey, we're
Yeah,
gonna start taking questions, man. I don't know. I appreciate you joining us, man. And if you gotta go, just let us know. But we'd love to have you for as long as you want,
I
man.
ain't doing. I'm
Uh,
good, man. I ain't doing nothing but
cool,
watching.
cool. Because we
Thinking
take
about the
questions
Texans, baby.
through the
to
show, and,
Texas.
and we take them at random. So, you're just a part of the party, man. So, first question we're gonna go with a Shadow. You see it?
Yeah, alert 08, man. He asked, favorite moment that you had with Carlos of all time.
Go, Kool-Aid. You go first.
Favorite moment with Carlos. I mean, there's a lot of moments, you know. Just
Right.
I think the funniest ones were when he went to the radio station and just cracked up on everybody.
And
He
people,
was a damn
He was
fool.
a jokester.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
tell,
sure.
tell us
For
more
sure.
about that, Kool-Aid. Like, I mean, tell him how, what, because I know what he did, but how would it affect just the environment in the studio?
Carlos was a cool dude, man. He was cool with me, you know. On the personal tip, I didn't know him like that. I just know him because of the radio station and the clubs,
Right.
and he always showed respect, love. You know, he'll come into the DJ booth, hook me up with the 20 to play his song, even though I didn't need to, and I was gonna play it anyway. But he always showed love. You know, hey, Kool-Aid, you need a drink? At that time, I drank, and I'm like, sure, bro, whatever. He goes, you want to do a shot with me? I don't think he did shot, or I don't remember.
Yeah, he didn't do shots, but he did buy shots for people. He liked to drink with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But he was always on his Heineken or his his own beer. His warm
yeah.
beer.
And
Right.
then when he used to hang out at Chico's, remember Chico's
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
on a
Of course. That was
Monday?
Monday night. Hey, I
Yeah,
remember the places by what day it was. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Those are the
Shadow, real
days.
quick, and I want to get to some questions on the thread because believe it or not, hey, we got only one Yoli, man. We all the way from Hawaii, man. They're watching us. Got a Shadow. They got a question for you,
Aloha.
Shadow. But before we get to that question, real quick, favorite moment with Carlos.
Of me, there was this one time, man. We were at T Town, right? And they were having everybody on the dance floor. And you remember that they had this wooden thing that was go around the dance floor. You can stand there and you put your drink right there. Carlos was upstairs, and I'm sitting there on the bar. This is one thing I can just remember off the top of my head. And I'm wearing a shirt, and it has a pocket. And I'm just there checking out people dancing and stuff and just checking out the environment. And all of a sudden, I feel a napkin, balled up napkin, land in my pocket.
Right.
And of course, I look up
Oh,
and
I remember that. I remember
I see
that.
Carlos looking down at me, and he gave me this wink, like, yeah. And everybody around him was like, somebody had just hit the final
I
second
remember.
three,
We were up. I
and,
remember.
in a tournament. Like everybody was like, oh, like. And I guess what he did is he bet
Yeah, he
somebody
did.
that he could make it.
Yeah, he had bet
Yeah,
somebody
so
that he
that.
would hit that. Hey, real quick, my favorite was and I had many of them. Carl. Sometimes we would do shows and they would, it was crazy. We felt it all together whenever they would, oh no, we're gonna headline, we're gonna do that, and Carlos were like, oh, okay, all right, I'm gonna do my show, and then I'm gonna. Well, one time it got
Oh,
nasty. It got nasty in El Paso. They were being ugly, man, about it, and it was so ugly that Carlos. I don't even remember this. Carlos decided not to go from backstage to his deal. He decided to go from because he went and shook hands with all the people in the front, at the in front of the stage and everything. And then he hopped over the gate and went through the stands and went all the way up the seats, all the way up, and everybody followed him, man, to his and I
yeah,
think it was what was the act? Who let the dogs out or somebody like
yeah. It was the who let the dogs
yeah,
out.
wasn't
It was
it? Okay. I wasn't tripping. But anyway, that was one of my favorite moments, but it was even more intense after that. It was a better moment, but we'll talk about it on another show. Real quick, man, all the way from Hawaii, Shadow, they got a question for you. Only one Yoli, man. Right on, man. Mahalo. Shadow, what is your favorite thing to do when you're not working with music or on gear? Well, I can tell you what it is. I already know what it is. But go ahead, Shadow.
uh, uh, I spend time with my family, but I like to play video games.
I
You know what I'm
knew it.
saying? I'm a sniper, man. I like playing sniper
You're a
games, and
sniper,
I
Shadow?
like playing 2K 224. I'm building. I got a Kobe build right now. I'm messing with my grandson and I. We play video games against each
What's your
other.
game? Okay,
And
okay. You play video games. We get it. What game you play?
2K24 with my grandson. We're doing some builds right now, and I got a 75 right now.
Okay, we're
So
not asking
I'm
about
just,
all your bills and everything. What about you, Kool-Aid? You play video games?
Nah, I'm not into video games.
Me neither. What do you do? What do you do while you're not doing what you're doing whether it's music or DJing or what's your
You want me to
favorite?
go?
I'm sorry?
If I'm with my son, work. That's it.
Just work?
I'm not cool.
You crazy, man.
I have to get today. And I took him to the baby. His mom picked him
there you go.
back at home, cleaning up the apartment because it's like a goes through here when he comes here. You know, folding clothes. I'm folding his stuff. You
That's
know,
beautiful. That's beautiful. That's crazy. I love it, man. The simple life. There's a song by Leonard Skinner called "A Simple Man," and that okay. That's awesome. Hey, Mario.
That's
Next
beautiful,
question.
though. That's dope.
Mario
That's
Dub
dope.
86, man. He's always got good ones, man. Shadow, how many at your show, Shadow? How many groupies would be waiting on y'all after the shows, Shadow?
None. None. I'm married.
What
I was
about
married.
you know what?
Shadow? We're talking
You
about
know what?
before you were married, Shadow. Come on.
I was married the whole time. I've been married since I married my high school sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have any
Okay.
groupies.
What about you?
Grim
What
had
about? All
groupies
right, next. All right, you're no fun.
You know what my answer would have been better.
Go ahead. What's your answer? I want to know.
back
I,
in the day.
Huh?
Say what?
I would have said, I don't know. Ask your wife.
Oh, Mario. No, no.
That's and
Hey,
I'm a whole different man.
look. I'll say. I'll say this. My answer would be actually none. I mean, look, groupies are. I mean, it depends on what you're talking about, right? And this is before I was married. You know, what I'm saying I was single, running around. There's some friends you would make, in different places, all over the place. But honestly, real groupies, um, they were the true ones. You wouldn't mess with those group. They wouldn't mess with you either. They just be like, I'm gonna go to the store for you. I'll go do this. I'll be ready. If you need something before you get in town, they'll handle that, bro. Groupies are cool, man. So there was quite a few, man. I can't count, and they weren't my groupies. They were really Bash's groupies. But then we'd have to handle the stuff. Man, they would bring food and all kinds of shit, man. So that's a good
there,
question.
there are
That
those.
that's another show when you said bash.
I cut on
no,
the. I cut on that is
but
another show.
I think you're right. There are those fans, groupies that they're not what you would expect. A groupie to be. They're the ones that actually give you rides. To and from the hotel and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And, take you to go get whatever you need from the store, or because they know the area, or make sure you ain't in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, so they're helpful, definitely.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Real quick before we get to the next question, because time's flying, man. I wanted to show off the scroll. Video game. They said, Shadow, what's your username? Akara. They say Call of Duty.
The
Southeast
brown recluse,
Southeast Sambo said 1984. Said Call of Duty Cold War. Jay Gomez ATX asked, what's your username, Shadow? What's
the
another one?
brown.
Mario Dub 86 said folding his socks and he's cracking up at you. Cool. That's funny. It did. Let's see what else. So OCLP 88, man. Shadow, you remember the Latin Throne films? What's your favorite moment?
From the man, that during that whole time they were filming that video for Latin Thrones. I think it was with Jonathan. Who else? Who else
Do
helped
you
doing
remember the
that?
Latin Throne Kool-Aid?
Jonathan Wynn. Huh?
Yeah, we should have chopped it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. You
yeah.
sure fucking did. Oh, by the way, I mean, it slipped by everybody, man. I'm sorry. This just segue to that. This is an infamous Choppahollixx, man. Him and Overdose. Bro, these are the Choppahollixx. If you ever heard Choppahollixx in your life, you're looking at them. Tell them.
Choppahollixx.
More,
Choppa, Choppa. They're the ones who
it's more.
came with the
It's more
second side of our Brown Recluse of the Brown Recluse album. Boy, they killed it. So what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, Kool-Aid.
It's more like
My Latin Throne movie, Latin Throne. I mean, I don't even remember, too much of those days, but
Come
just
on,
being
Shadow.
around
Stop
everybody.
lying, Shadow.
When
Come on, you know, man.
I mean, this was before, see, Latin Throne. You're talking about Latin. That's really in the mix of things where everything was just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was in the
Okay,
studio most of the time.
that's
I
true.
didn't get out the booth, very much. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I was a lab rat.
Okay, I can see
So,
that. I can see that. I was all up in it. And you know who I saw a lot of time? DJ Kool-Aid. He was everywhere too.
you know what? Playing ping
you
pong at digital services was
know,
a highlight.
hey, Hullabaloos. Wednesday I was off and I hung out at T.
Yeah,
Thursday I DJ some the Roxy or
there you
after
go.
uh, Friday Saturday I was at Coco Loco and after I went to Club A.
Club AMC.
Damn, dog. You remember just bringing up all those clubs, bro. Tea Time, Coco Loco, bro. We ran them up. Remember, hey, remember Coco Loco? It was a were they Russian? I don't want to say get out of out of hand with. I don't want to be speak out of place, but I think they were Russian. But remember, they wouldn't let us perform until literally two in the morning because they didn't want to stop selling liquor. They didn't want nobody to be staring at the stage. Remember that? Am I tripping?
Weird like that, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it was like that. I remember because I used to get in trouble getting home late.
Oh, Shadow, who cares, man? Man, oh, poor Shadow, he's in trouble.
Oh, this see
Pobrecito, pobrecito. See, man, I didn't never have to worry about nothing like that, buddy. All right, Shadow, we got another one for you, and I just take them in. I try not to take them in order unless I see something stupid. Well, I shouldn't say that, man. Unless I see something that we what do how do you say that, Shadow? IXXCHTX. Man, you gotta let me know how to pronounce that. Making the Matter Worse album gonna be on the Apple Music, Shadow. Let them know, Shadow. 30th anniversary. You didn't hear at the
This
beginning of the
year,
show.
this year, 2024 is the 30th anniversary for the Making It Matter Worse album. We are just in the mix of we just mixed 9 out of 10 songs. I gotta add a stick to a snare stick to the last song, and we're gonna be sending those dumped. They're dumped and ready to go to mastering. So the album will be dropped this year, sooner than soon.
Okay,
Now,
this year. Yeah, dang. We only
but
how many
yeah,
months
it
we
will
got
be on
left? How
Apple.
many months we got left, Kool-Aid?
I'm trying to drop this mother before summer.
Okay.
what's say
How many months we have left?
No, I'm just
so
So
what
Shadow's funny,
I
man.
have I have to I have so many months left in the year to drop my making it matter worse because it's the 30th anniversary. So if I
What?
get it dropped in December, it still counts.
Shadow.
No, we're gonna drop it before that, but yeah, it'll be on Apple Music, it'll be on Spotify, it'll be on all the platforms. We drop our stuff to TuneCore right now, and
Shadow, you
you're
ain't
gonna
gotta
look
be all.
for
You ain't gotta tell him all that, bro.
Hey,
Listen.
you're gonna look for it because you're gonna look for it under Grim and Shadow. And the thing about it is that, like, we need to do a podcast on that. Like, I got so much music out there, but it's under different names. Like, I got Shadow the OG, I got Shadow Ramirez. So when you go on Spotify or Pandora, you got to put Shadow Ramirez radio or Shadow the OG radio to hear
Okay,
certain different anyway.
okay.
We
Sounds like
gotta
a
get
shadow
we gotta
problem.
get ourselves all under Grim and Shadow
We'll get it straight, Shadow. Hey,
hey
one
Only
day.
one Yoli said, Aloha, Kool-Aid. Did you play K Reno music when you DJ'd? If so, what's your favorite? You played the K Reno? Kool-Aid?
when I DJ it depends where I DJ.
Okay.
You know, like the club. Hey, we not really club.
Right.
I think more on you know
That's what's up.
underground hood. Things like that. So
I get it because again K Reno he's deep, man, and he didn't have a lot of mainstream for sure. It definitely was underground.
But I respect that because, and that's a good question, man. That's a great question. Michael PF, man, Shadow, he said we need some merch, bro. He said I want to make it a matter worse T-shirt. Akara, Kid Styles. There you go.
You know what? You know what? I gotta get with Space City, man. We just gotta get somebody to, shit, man. We need somebody to bounce that together, man. We don't like Grim and I. We fucking have regular fucking jobs. We spend all this time after we do the work. You know what I'm saying? And you see Koolaid. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his laundry for his baby right now, and this is what we do. We get as we get older, man. We take care of shit at the house first before we get into our hobbies. And we do need somebody to help us put that together, man. I need to get a hold of. I'm looking for artists like that, that can do graphics. I'm looking for people that can edit videos,
Yeah.
because we want to do all our stuff. Fileto is was gonna come in today too. I don't know if he's in here, but we were supposed to get together and just talk about what we've got going on. You know what I'm saying? DJing. Hey, I'm glad you came on, Koolaid. Did he freeze up? But we want to start doing a throwback Thursday, man, somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, it's talking about Throwback Thursday. How about it's
Oh shit,
seven
it's seven
thirty.
thirty. That's right.
And you've been
You
talking
already know
for a
what it
minute.
is, man.
I've been playing the song for a minute. You didn't get the hint.
I didn't get the hint, man. Hey, Kool-Aid, if you don't know, man, this right here, man, this is the B side. This the hold up, man. Don't look at me like that, bro. But I don't like the way you eyeballing me, bro. We doing the B side right here, man, on the Grim and Shadow show, man. This is the 7:30, man, roll call. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shout out to everybody that's in here, like Fresh Out of Texas is in here. I see you, man. I see Jay Bana, Houston, Texas is in here. Coast to Coast, Moving H Texas in here. ISV 2003, Ivan's in here, man. What's up, man? DCN6, that's a gas gang right there. On Wax, the podcast. What's up, man? Long time. E-Man, ACX 713, I see you, man. Prolific, Rogelio, what's up, cuz? Mario double 886, man. That's gas gang all the way, man. Strip for subs in here. Jason 432's in here. We got Alert 08. We got, how do you pronounce it? It's Isaac G. It's Isaac, it's HTX. Paint B-Boy. Only one Yoli. What's up, man? It's going down there. Michael PF.
All the way from
You
Hawaii,
know what
man.
I'm saying? Sam Baldwin, all you guys, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Checking us out. You know what I'm saying? This is the second half of the show, what I call the B side. And this is the Q&A. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time you ask a question, when you ask,
We answered.
and that's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? So we're right here with our boy, Choppahollixx own DJ Koolaid from the golden era. I call it the golden era, man. The 10 years, man, that we put together, man, and just we had like the Latino, explosion going on, with all kinds of,
It
and
was a
like
Latin
this is a
legacy
Latin
time.
song.
It was Latin legacy.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Latium Records, Salty Water Records. I remember those are all of my fond memories, man. Is knowing all those, crews, and we would all get together, and no matter what it was, you know what I'm saying, we got together and made money, man. You know what I'm saying, and we were all together. The lowrider shows, like Kool-Aid was saying, the Los Mexico shows were just epic. Thousands and thousands of people there, man. You can sell CDs that day and come out, man, with a couple of
Oh
G's, a
man,
couple
we
of
made
racks
so
in your
much money
pocket.
off them
Uh,
plastic. We made
you
so much
you,
money off plastic.
you want
We,
to bring up this, man? I remember back then when we dropped the mixtape, we would make a little snip of all the songs that were like 2 minutes or on of all the songs and
Yeah, like a little snippet.
yeah, and then right in the middle of the night, either Coco Loco. Overdose drop it on his side, man.
that's crazy.
People people hear all the music that we were playing, the freestyles that we played on the radio that were on that mixtape. People would just line up on the side of the DJ wanting one, man.
Yeah,
And back then,
thousands of them.
bro.
At 20,
I remember we
At
get our hands
20 a
on them.
pop. Listen
See,
to what he's saying.
see,
At
we
20
would
a
take
pop.
those.
So
We would take those and go on the road, right? We get on the road, and that's what we had to, jam it, put on the road. You know what I'm saying, to keep us, just not to be, you go elsewhere, it's not the same. So man, but to keep going, man, with the show and get it going, man. You ask and we answer, man. So do you me a favor, man? Hit that question mark in that quote bubble, and drop us a question, and we'll answer that mug.
alert
Alert.
zero eight.
What'd he say?
He's got a question.
He
He
said,
says, "What was the backstory behind the Most Hated and SPM collab on the song Warriors?" I got
"That's a
that.
good one."
That's easy, man. What it was is that Carlos, he wanted to be one of the aggravated members, and when they were having a meeting one night, they were deciding whether they were going to have him as a member. And I wasn't a member of Aggravated at the time. I'm outside jamming to the beat that I made, Warriors, and Carlos walks up and he spit a verse to it, which is the verse you hear on Warriors now. And I told him then, I said, if I ever record that song, I'm gonna call you, and I want if you show up, you be the first rapper on that song. And so when we did do it at Jam Down, sure enough, I called him and he showed up. In fact, a lot of rappers showed up because we were gonna make that a click song. But he showed up, man, and I have footage of it. I think my boy Felipe, Flip, man, shout out to Flip, man. He's got the footage
Here you go.
of Jam Down. He did Jam Down.
Here you go.
Turn it up
That's it.
right there. We keep Gloria from Harris to Brazoria. So he came out, man, and he did, and I sure enough, man, I put him on there first, man, and I did that because that verse was cold, and back then it was about competition, so everybody after that had to come with it.
Right.
If they didn't come with it, they wasn't getting on that song. And that really was the backstory of that song. You know what I'm saying? Because we had already pre-planned that he was going to be on there when I made it, initially.
That's
Shout out to
crazy.
Flip,
That's
man, because he gave me that sample.
That's crazy.
He
That's a
gave me
crazy story. I remember the same day, but Shadow always tells it great, man. And I remember Patrick, man, saying, "Ah, man, he's comic book raps, man. Come on, he's like a comic
He's a
book.
comedian
He's a
rapper.
comedian rapper." He said, "Let me go back a little bit, man." And that was a great question, man. Good one, alert 88, oh 08. That was a good one. Man, I wanted to say, to go back and say, strip for some. God dang, strip for some. Are y'all gonna click up with Carlos when he comes home, bro? They said, yeah. He said, I want to see y'all hook up with Carlos, man, when he gets home on the podcast and all. Okay, he's been watching the podcast, the SPN's podcast when I get home. I but
It's called Almost Home, dude.
oh,
He's
okay,
been putting out
almost
some
home.
new
Yeah.
music. He's been putting out some music, man.
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, to answer your question for sure, man. When Carlos gets home, for sure, man. That's my brother. Music wise,
that goes without
tour
saying.
wise, music show wise, yes. That'd be cool. We definitely get. But I want to get with him, on a personal level when he gets home and with his family and see that he's good, man. And that as you're supposed to do whenever your friends or family come out from being locked up for a long time. Let's get out. Let's get with fresh out of fuck. Shadow. This is one of your favorite handles.
Man,
Fresh
I,
out of
I
fuck.
fucking love that handle. That's
What
fucking
what?
cool. Fresh out of fuck.
A gas gang member, by the way. Grim and Shadow show. What do y'all think about the eclipse on Monday? And they say there's gonna be some or slot human sacrifice. What the fuck?
I'm really like in my own world right now that I'm not really. I'm going to San Antonio, and where they're supposed to be in Texas, you're supposed to be able to see the eclipse really good.
Okay.
in San
But
Antonio.
I don't know about all this other stuff that's going with it, man. I don't know where that's going with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a firm believer in straight up, in Jesus, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm not really scared about it. I don't get,
right?
I look fear. I turn around. You gotta look at fear in the eyes. When you turn around, and look fear in the eyes, it takes away its power, man.
There
And you
you
got
go.
Jesus behind you, and ain't nothing gonna break
You
that.
gonna
You
are
know what
you?
I'm saying? So I understand. I don't know what's going on. You
I
tell
like that.
me, what does that even mean?
I like that,
Uh,
Shadow.
uh,
No, I
you
don't know
know.
anything about the human sacrifice. What about you, Kool-Aid? Are you gonna watch the eclipse? And is anybody gonna sacrifice any humans around you?
But see, I live on the north side of San Antonio, so I'm gonna have full access to it. And
Right.
I live up here in the hills, so I got nothing but airspace over here that
So
it's gonna look nice,
so you're gonna get
you know. But
the
it just
full
depends
effect.
on where I'm at. It's
Hold
gonna
up,
be
Griff.
it's gonna get so pitch dark. I probably just walk into a bank and take some money.
I
Damn, see, he
can
said, "Fuck the human
And
sacrifice,
nobody's gonna see me.
sneak attack."
Right, right. So
No,
it's gonna get pitch black. I mean, it's gonna be nighttime for about 4 minutes where you're at, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Same thing over
right.
here, man. Same thing. Believe it or not, we're gonna get the same effect. I live about 10 minutes from Terrell, Texas, and so I live in 40, and we're gonna get the same thing. They're talking about traffic. They're talking about gas up, and it's gonna be crazy as far as all that. But I don't know.
I
We're
don't
gonna get,
think it's gonna get all that crazy.
I don't see that either. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. I don't understand where that comes from. And if so, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem?
bro.
It's 4 minutes. Is it 4 days?
Yeah, but
What is
no,
it? I mean,
but people camp out. Yeah, they can't. So yeah, dude, check the history, man, of other places where it's happened in the years before. It does get congested, and believe it or not, people have been stranded on the freeways because not so much go get your. They're gonna have a short supply of gas. I'm saying people get stranded on the freeways because if you've ever been in a
so
traffic
the
jam.
grid is going to go out. Is that what's happening? Is the
No, no,
grid
no,
going
no,
to
no.
go
I'm
out?
not worried about it. I live right off the highway. I'm not worried. But hey, I was gonna say one more thing about that. We're gonna have partially cloudy skies. How are the skies gonna be out for y'all if you know Kool-Aid over there in San Antonio
It's supposed to be sunny. I'm
and clear? Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what they
they're
were
all worried
saying.
over here in the Dallas area. They're worried that it's gonna be cloudy and everything. That's a good question, man. Fresh out of folks. I don't know about the human sacrifices. I ain't heard nothing about that.
Texas Jungle 3 says the CERN machine will be at maximum that day. It supposedly opens dimensions and hoochies. You know what I'm saying? And I see, and that's what I'm saying about that. And you know, I mean, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, was what they call a white witch. You know, a witch that would bring curses off there. And if you
She was a
believe in that,
curandera. They thought she was a curandera and
so
practiced
if you
stuff like
believe in that,
Santeria and everything. But
then I guess. But
It's
I
gonna rain
mean, like
here for
that's
us.
where I stand.
hey,
Say that
hey,
again, Kool-Aid?
It's 47% chance of rain over here.
oh damn.
Okay, see,
Well,
so that is kind of cloudy
we're not
sky.
gonna have rain, but it is gonna be cloudy. So that's a good look, man. So for everybody out there viewing from San Antonio, there you go, man. Hey, real quick before we get to the next question, only one Roly, man, Yoli. Man, I like this man, all the way from Hawaii, man. She said, or he said, I always try to drop in and show love because que Reno and Fileto speak highly of y'all, of you both. Hey, there you go, child.
Oh man, that's up. That's what's up.
Hey, keep the
Shout out to
questions coming,
Fernando.
man. We got about 15 or so minutes left, and you just drop your question in that question mark in the quote bubble. Jason 44 3, and we got Kool-Aid, man. DJ Kool-Aid in the house, so take advantage of him. Ask him all the questions. He likes to fold socks. Jason four
Oh,
three
I'm done.
two,
Hey, I wanted to say, don't you hate when you're folding your socks and at the end you're missing one?
bro,
Yeah. Why is that? Everybody has that. Where's that sock go?
I don't know,
to
but
the same place.
today I didn't have no socks missing. I score one for me.
Oh, score one. Okay, shoot, no socks missing. I love that.
Hey man, it's a wormhole, man. They're just like Jason 432. When is Dope House going to make music with Mexican OT? Shadow. That's actually a good question for Shadow because tell him, Shadow, catching him.
I
So
actually
the
saw
new
that they gave him a chain.
they gave him a chain. They did give him a chain. Carlos and really, people. I don't know if people noticed, but Carlos did offer him, a deal, before he got, before he did this big, got big on his own, right? Um, he came to the dope house. He's got a lot of love. I got love for a lot of love for Mexican OT. To recently talking to Carlos and what he's doing, putting out these songs and everything like that, I wouldn't see that they couldn't, get together and do a song. Phileto, he's come back from Denver. He's possibly working back with Carlos. He's gonna be in house. My studio 311 is right around the corner from Carlos, and he hasn't said anything about it yet. But I wouldn't put it out, out of the question because it could happen just that quick.
Yeah,
Because they support each other and they work with each other. So that's a good choice, man. JSTOP 432, you might want to crunk something up. I'll let them know. You know what I'm saying?
that's a
Get
good one.
caught
I
up.
mean, I don't see why not. I mean, there's just plenty of you got everybody out there from Texas. Hey, Shadow Spring Branch 832 Shadow, you gonna go to the Swisher House show this Saturday?
I'm not. I'm gonna be in San Antonio, man. I'm gonna be doing something with Chicano Boulevard. We're gonna be at Hyman's place, you know what I'm saying? With some lowriders, representing for Chicano Boulevard and this new single that I did with Chicano Boulevard called Chicano Boulevard. I got my boy Gotti, Juan Gachos. I got Low G's on it, and then none other than Grim on the last verse, you know what I'm saying? Plus my boy David and Midnight Rose. So, Bianca sang the hook, and we're gonna go out there and kind of put it out there. But that video will come soon, and it'll be coming to you soon on Apple Music and all the platforms as well. So we just steady working, man. So Philero's gonna be at the Swisher House thing, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna miss out this time, bro.
Okay, okay. Hey,
Any other questions?
man, Jason's got actually another good question. I'm over here sitting because we got a lot of questions. We got about 13 minutes in the show, and some of the questions, be honest, we've actually answered before. And I don't want to just say that your questions aren't important, but to get to some of these other questions, let's see,
Why? Go
Shadow,
ahead.
I got one for you, man. DCN6. I'm sorry, I hate to shit for him, but sometimes you know how it goes. I mean, I hate to be that way. Plus, they're gonna see it anyway on the uncut version on Grim 713 TV. Go to YouTube and subscribe and check out all the shows uncut. DC N6 in DCN6. I'm sorry. Shadow, what's the most memorable instrumental you made? See, you like that question, don't you?
The most memorable instrumental
Instrumental.
it,
See, and
that
DC and
became a
Six
song.
gets it, man. He's Shadow. He knows that Shadow makes albums that are nothing but instrumentals.
The I made a few, but the one that I made with the Sade's on Hustle Town Underground Part One, uh, that was like one of them I just made on the whim, and everybody was saying that I couldn't get Sade to that front part where I'm in and on her because she comes in before the hook. She comes in, you know what I'm saying, before the drop.
Okay,
So and I made it to where you can't hear that. You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying? I did a little, and all it is editing. You know what I'm saying? It's just knowing how to cut tape. You know what I'm saying?
Cut
And
tape.
Koolaid knows
It's
about that.
digital now, bro.
It's all about coming in with you just got to know when to come in.
Huh?
And so I made it, and then me putting the beat behind it. But it was fun. It was fun, man. That was one of my fun tracks doing it because somebody said I couldn't do it. I don't know who it was, but they was like, "Oh yeah, you better."
I'll tell you.
I said, "All right, this is how we do it. This is how." And then I started out. This is how we do it in the show. So anyway,
Hey, that's dope, and I like that because I remember
hey,
on
but
your.
you know what instrument? I'm going to cut you off. You know what instrument I'm working on right now is that boom, 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 boom.
But I
Man,
thought I
bro,
thought I thought we were gonna
man,
rap on that.
I redid that whole motherfucker with the beep, 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 beep,
I
beep, beep,
dare you to
beep.
pull it up.
Oh man, it's
I dare
gonna
you to
die.
pull it up.
Damn.
Go ahead. And Kool-Aid, you make music. Have you ever made a beat, Kool-Aid?
That's over though. I'm not a beat maker.
No.
No,
I make beats up here.
So,
hey, but he knows how to do put
Yeah.
songs together, man. Acapellas, different beats. Man, these guys. Oh my
well, that's
god.
the beautiful thing about DJs is that they can make a song another song. You know,
Yeah.
like you could take one song and it become a whole nother motherfucking song. You know, just basic. I mean, just I know you can use all accolades of everything, but just by taking the acapella, these motherfuckers,
Right.
which is crazy.
Do you
And
are
much
you
respect to
DJ?
that because it's an art, man. It definitely is. I got a question for you, Kool-Aid. Before we go to the next one, I don't mean to cut you off, Shadow. What do you think? Because I know you're all the way back with 1200s techniques. I'm guessing. I'm assuming, and uh, and then onto the DV. I don't know if you ever did the what do they call the DVD or what do you call those discs? But what do you think about
Yeah.
these new guys that punch the buttons and everything? That whole new vibe. I'm just curious because I have my answer. I got my own opinion, but what do you think about DJs
As
that
a
do
DJ.
that thing, the punching the buttons? What is that called, Sean?
God bless you.
The I got one MIDI controllers.
Okay.
You like those?
What do you think about it? Ready?
Yeah.
They have it so easy.
They have it so easy.
Okay. That's a that's
Okay. But okay, that being said, because as a producer, it's the same thing.
Easy as in carrying. It's like carrying your. Depends on the size. I got a small one, big one. The big one. I don't even DJ anymore. I haven't how many years? Got a bad back. But it's so easy.
no.
Honestly,
I can see what
I
you're.
used to hunting for records, vinyl, thrift, flea market, record stores. But I got my
Right.
mail because when I did radio
Right.
labels, and start sending stuff. But yeah, I mean, but find the classics, hunting.
Right.
Right.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Even to me, it is. I get jealous. I can say because we had to manifest and make those moves and shakes and those things to make those sounds happen. In the past. Now it's like the loop's already there. They just plug them in. They're using them. And they're just putting a beat behind it. You know what I'm saying? Just and then calling it theirs. And it's like fuck. We had to manifest our sounds like
Right.
straight out of the keyboard. We sampled too, but you know what I'm saying? It was just like truncating and getting it and putting it right. So I think that it's awesome, but at the same time, I don't think it matters if they know how to put one song and mix it with another song and fade those two together to make it sound harmonic and beautiful. Then I don't care, and what they're gonna have 10 years from now. Just imagine they're not boop, one button, boop, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boop. And so like I don't know, man. It's just that still it comes down to your ear and knowing and what plays in your mind, and you have to manifest that. So
I
it
see.
takes it's
I've
still a lot of work.
a DJ device where it's a
Right.
touch screen.
It's gonna be all AI.
You know,
Hey, whatever it is. Hey, Spring Branch Mexican got a question for Kool-Aid. Are you really from
yes,
Spring Branch?
yes, sir. Went to
Hey, there it is. There it is. Hey, only one Yoli, man. Hey, again, man. Good question. Great question. They got a quick question, man, and then we'll get to the questions that are popping up. And I'm sorry if we don't get to all your questions, man. Please don't hate me, man. I mean, I already
Please
been to most
tune
of.
in next week.
But we tune in next week and keep asking, man. We'll
We'll get to
answer,
your
man.
question.
Does the OT Mexican that Mexican OT stands for out of Texas guy does he freestyle or no? I heard he doesn't, but I don't know him like that. I'll give you one quick answer. Go to K Sway's interview of Mexican OT.
Oh,
The boy's getting around. I think he freestyled for like 10 minutes or some shit like that. The boy can
eh,
freestyle, and the boy's a monster. He's a
Hold,
beast.
hold on,
Uh,
Paul. What's up?
everybody share that. That is one of the coldest freestyles
I'm
ever.
sorry.
That one water beat,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just totally wrecked it,
I
man.
mean, come on,
he
man.
wrecked it.
I
He
mean,
did it
in
for
our,
like 10 minutes.
in Houston, you go back, to Zero, man, when he wrecked that whole song. And it goes to those kind of times and it just reminds me of everything like K Reno, man. You go back to only one Yoli. K Reno, I used to witness K Reno freestyle for fucking. It seemed like hours.
Well, speaking of zero is OT. Like OT, that's his
Exactly.
number one
That's why.
fan,
That's why I said Zero
and
because
he emulates. Yeah,
right, he relates
I
to him.
feel like
So,
Mexican OT just came out of nowhere.
bro,
You know,
he's
from I really don't know like that. Where does he from?
he's from Bay City.
that's a good question.
Where's
I'm not sure exactly where exactly. I think I always thought he was from the north side.
who?
Um, OT.
No, he's from Bay City.
Bay City.
Okay,
Yeah, he's from Bay City, man.
okay.
He's out there by Texas City, Bay City. You go further south from Kima and down south. Yeah,
So
he's a G,
basically,
man.
that's close to Sweeney, I think.
Yeah, he grew up in man. He go to the mall in Lake Jackson, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to that because I used to go down there and with Phileto down in Freeport, and we had to go pass through Lake Jackson and Clute and all that to get through there all the time. And
Yeah,
Iowa City.
yeah, that's where all the refineries. You got
Well, I was
Chevron, you got
going
all
through
the
288,
refineries.
but he lived on the cuff on the coast. He lived in Bay City, so and we used to go hang out around there. And like I said, fishing was a big deal, man. We used to cast nets,
Oh yeah,
catching crabbing and shit out there on the jetty and fishing off the
hogging,
jetty.
fishing,
But
all that good stuff.
but yeah, man.
You,
OT is a
you know
beast,
what's
man.
funny? I
Just to
saw
answer the
on he did that he has a chicken as a pet.
well, he reminds
Yeah,
me of
yeah,
Chingo.
that's
That's
a
Chingo.
rooster.
Chingo's from
It's just like Jingo
yeah.
with Kleto.
Hey, we got 3 minutes left, man. Come on with the question. Hey,
3 minutes,
Edgar's got a good point, man. He said
like a
4 minutes.
round.
Come on with the question. Is let's see. This is a hard one. I don't understand the whole question. So can you see the whole question, Shadow?
Astro Boy HTX, man, he got a question. He said,
This is probably
"How
the
did y'all
last
feel
one.
when Carlos? How did y'all feel when Carlos' friend got on stand and said what he said? And do you think he believed Carlos did that, or was he just pissed off Kings? Carlos banged up. Carlos' friend got on stand and said what he said. I'm not sure exactly what he is pertaining to and who Carlos' friend is. But if he's talking about Billy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Billy even ever took the stand. You
Well, he
know,
might not be talking about Billy. People don't know who
I don't
Billy
know.
is. People don't know who
I
Billy
don't
is.
know. That's we're gonna have to come back to that question. And really, I
No,
can't
but I
see
like
the end of it.
asking these deep questions. He's talking about Billy. Okay, he's talking about Billy. He said Astro Boy HTA said I'm talking about Billy. But bro,
It's
you
on
gotta know.
YouTube.
I mean, I don't know the whole thing. I wasn't in. I wasn't in. It says the court footage.
You
Uh,
know, Carlos and Billy are. It's called Billy and the Coyote. And Billy were best friends coming up. This is before school, before rap. Coming up together, they were just two
well, all
two
of us. I
guys
mean,
who
we
was
all
out
knew each
there.
other growing up. Shadow.
Yeah,
They were real good friends. They
we
were best friends though.
they were two guys that would hang out together, and they they were mischievous. Let's just say they were two guys who were mischievous out in their side of the
Mischievous.
hood.
Is that's the word? Is that the word you're gonna use, Shadow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
they were mischievous. You know what I'm saying? So, um, they were best friends. Carlos, look, if you listen to the song and When Devils Strike, the Billy and the Coyote, it explains mostly about what you're talking about, Astro. I don't know if you heard that song, but you know what I'm saying? It's basically letting you know what went down between him,
Carlos and Maribel, the mother of the 9-year-old.
that
which is
got him
Billy's
locked
wife,
up.
which is Billy's wife.
Right, which is Billy's wife. And Carlos, what I'm saying, tells you the story in that song right there. I mean, it should probably answer some of the questions,
But
but
the question is,
how do I feel about Carlos's friend getting on stand? I've known Billy, you know what I'm saying, and I wouldn't expect anything different from Billy.
right,
You know what I'm saying? That was his daughter. He was standing up for his daughter.
right,
That's what he felt was in his heart. Him and Mary Bell, they stood behind that. And you know what I'm saying? I don't have any ill feelings towards Billy, you know what I'm saying, feeling that way or speaking about how he felt about Carlos. They have a relationship that nobody has. They know each other, more than, like they were in Pampers, I think. You know what I'm saying? So they involved each other should know, what that is between them. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no ill
right,
feelings
right.
towards
And
Billy.
and I just want to say my piece on something, and it's really not my business. I mean, that's between.
None of
I
my
mean,
business.
y'all got to know, man. Carlos and Billy go back a long, 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 long way. They're best friends, and we know
That's
Billy.
between
We know
them.
Billy because from Little League football, we were playing at PPFL over there at Glenbrook Park. And I haven't seen Billy. Jason 432 asked, "What's your relationship with Billy?" I haven't seen Billy Stout or Adrian Lomas, and that's another friend that Billy had was Adrian Lomas, which is a real good friend of mine
Rest in
too.
peace. I think Adrian
Billy
already.
Stout shot
Adrian
Adrian
passed away.
Lomas with a shotgun, and Adrian Lomas ran to my house with pellet shots in the back of his head. I
I
mean,
gave
dude,
Adrian
that's
Lomas
what
my
I'm saying.
flight
See,
to
the
get
stories
home.
like that, you got to understand the way things were back in those days, and not to talk about Carlos and Billy's friendship, but I mean, I can understand where he's coming from too, where Shadow's coming from with that. That's deep, man. I like the deep question. Thank you, Astro Boy HTX.
That's a good
But
question,
you,
brother.
like I said, man, you ask,
We answered.
you want to
That's
ask
what
the
it is,
questions, we'll
man.
answer the best as we can. But really,
Since day
that's
one, we've
actually
been
for
in this game.
a question for Carlos when he gets out, and I'm praying for Carlos to get out. We're praying for Carlos to get out, and Kool-Aid, man, we want to thank you, man, for putting up with us, man, for an hour.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, just hanging
Hey,
out with us, man.
y'all still do this every Thursday, right?
Yes,
Every
sir.
Thursday. Hey, remember we started this way back in the days in the club. Me and you, we stayed
Yeah.
up all night, drunk as fuck, and this is what started, and we still doing it.
Hey, I
Kool-Aid. It's
appreciate you,
funny as fuck.
Kool-Aid, man. Again, man, every week, every Thursday, man, 7 to 8 o'clock. I'm sorry if we didn't get to your question, but we definitely will try to get to your questions next week. Keep them coming. And man, we'll have Kool-Aid next week, or we'll have somebody else, right? Or Kool-Aid and somebody else. It don't matter. But Shadow, man, I want to and Kool-Aid, man, thank you again. But Shadow, man, I want to
Hey,
tell you something, man.
Hey.
I love
we
you.
can make this Grim and Kool-Aid.
Hey, I love you, Kool-Aid, man, and Grim, my man. I love you too, man. See you next week. Y'all be safe.
All
Y'all be
right.
safe.
show right now?
I love you.
When you start the show, can I come in?
Next Thursday.
Mom.
We're finished.
Already?
We'll do it. We're gonna bring you in next Thursday, okay? I love you.
Look, just come get me.
Can I get a hug?
I'm gonna be working.
No, you're working. Okay. I love you.